Well, hello. How are you today? Nothing different around here. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. As you can see, there is a very different background back there. I can't tell you how excited I am to be filming this video in my new beauty space. If you follow me on Snapchat, it has been a little bit of a saga and you guys have kind of been along for the ride on Snapchat, but this is the very first video I am filming in this new room with this new background. Sometimes if I do a tutorial I might bust out, you know, the good old photography backgrounds again, but for now I really like the way this is set up. I feel like it's a little bit more cozy. It's a little bit more like you and I are friends and chatting, which is the way I want it to be. And I will say though, probably one more thing will change. I need a new chair. I'm a little bit low and I keep sinking. So we'll see. We'll play with angles, but for now, this is the new space. Let me know if you like it. What do you think? Those are curtains back there from HomeSense I am in love with. If you want, probably if you don't want, I will do this anyway. I'm going to do a little bit of a room tour, and I will also finally do like my full makeup collection and how I'm organizing it video, because obviously everything has completely changed and my everyday makeup drawer situation has changed as well. So I will get into the video now, but I just had to say all that up front. And also, you know, these bra straps, they're just gonna keep sneaking out. I can't help it, you guys. I'm sorry if you think that that is not good, but I keep pulling this top up and the bra straps just keep wanting to come out. Okay, that's enough preamble. Let's get into it. This video is my makeup use up update for the third time. This is the third quarter update. We are now in October. So I'm gonna show you the progress on all the stuff that I've been using for the year. This is the only project pan that I have going at all. I'm not a project panner. If you came here because you saw project pan video in the title, I'm not like a full-time project panner. I only have this one thing going for the whole year, and I've got a whole bunch, like I've got a lot of products here, don't get me wrong. But I always say I'm not a panner. I really love panners. I watch a lot of them and I admire what they do, but I love testing new stuff. I love buying new stuff. I get excited over new products, and I don't ever want to be really tied down to using things up. Let's start out with a few things that I have used up in the last quarter. I've got two of my facial sprays here. These are both Korean products. This is the Aloe Fresh from the Face Shop, and this is the Tony Moly Aqua Aura Waterful mist. Both of these are nice. I haven't found a facial mist that I love since they discontinued the one from the Face Shop that was the honey one that was amazing. So I'm not gonna like run out and buy new ones of those, but I at least used them up, got my money's worth. Finished up my MAC Painterly paint pot. I've already repurchased it. You guys saw that in a haul a while back. But yeah, this is like the only eyeshadow primer I use. I'm actually putting this in the used up category because I literally have probably 2 uses left of this and I just don't want to hang on to it till next time. So this is my Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation. We are like down to there. This is the, it rubbed off, but I think you could see on the turtle there, the black marks. That's where I had marked it in October. And so that's how much I've used. So I'm really proud because I have an extensive foundation collection. Almost done that. This is the Estee Edit Pore Vanishing Stick. I'm calling this done as well because there's like literally 1 to 2 uses left. And again, just don't want to hang on to it. This, I marked it on this piece of paper here. This is going to throw off the lighting, but that's okay. This is where we are today. This is where we were last time. That's where we started out. So I'm very happy to have used this up. They have discontinued this product, which is a shame because this was actually a really good pore filling primer. I've also used up the Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer. I'm not going to repurchase this. I have enough concealers I love. This is a good drugstore option, but it's not my favorite in the world, and I hate any product really that has the brush tip. I find it so unsanitary, and I know I could cut this open, but I just don't. I don't love it enough to go to those lengths. I got as much out of it as I could squeeze. I rolled this down and pushed on it, so it is done. That is done. A couple things that I have hit pan on since the last time we talked about this. Number one is Becca Champagne Pop. My goal for this year was not to use this up, it was just to hit pan on it. So I have now reached my goal. So after today, I'm putting this away. I'm gonna focus on using other stuff, but I am happy that I hit a good amount of pan. I mean, it's not huge, but it's a good amount. Also reached my goal on these two things because I said for this is the Urban Decay Naked 2 Basics, that all I wanted to do was hit pan on one color, and I did that right there on Skimp. But I also have a pretty decent dip on Stark and a smaller but noticeable dip on Cover. So I did make some use out of these. So I'm also going to put this back in my collection because now that I've reached my goal on it, I'm done with that. The Modern Renaissance from Anastasia, again, I wanted to hit pan on one color that wasn't tempera. So funnily enough, I haven't yet hit pan on tempera, but I have hit pan on 2 other colors. So first I hit pan on Primavera, which is this shiny color that I used. I just basically used it as my lid shade until I hit pan on it. So that was awesome. And then Golden Ochre, I just kind of one day randomly hit pan. I didn't even realize I was about to, and that was exciting. And then tempera does have a nice dip going in it. Like, I think you can see I'm gonna hit pan on that any day. I also have a little bit of a dip here where I've been concentrating my brush in Burnt Orange, and quite a big dip too in Buon Fresco right there. Cypress Umber has some clear usage on it, but nowhere near hitting pan on that. But overall, since my goal was just to hit pan on one shade, I am very proud of myself. I'm gonna use this until I hit pan on tempera. Possibly, maybe until I also hit pan on Buon Fresco. So by next update, I'll let you know how I did on this. I'm not going to put this away. I'll keep that where I usually do. The next thing, I'm revising my goal, and I think I kind of mentioned this in the July update. For the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, I had originally wanted to pan this entire bronzer this year. And I did love this bronzer, recommended it many times, but I don't know, lately I just find that once I hit pan, and by the way, I should show you that, I hit a good amount of pan on it, very exciting. But once I hit pan and I started like using it after the pan had been hit, I just find that it doesn't work as well on me anymore. I have no idea why that is, but I just feel like it looks muddy and it doesn't blend anymore on me. So I don't know what changed, but I'm not willing to have bad makeup just to use up a product. So I'm just gonna call this done. I'm not gonna get rid of it. I'll keep it. Maybe I'll revisit it again, but for the sake of this project, this is done. This thing is completely broken apart. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. I want to completely use up this side. I never really use this side at all. This side is a really good under eye setting powder, and I also use it to set my eyeshadow primer as well. So as you can see, tons of usage on that, and I'm sure I can use that up by the end of the year. Okay, next thing I have made good use on, but I'm also gonna stop using this, not because I want to, but because I'm sort of being forced to. This is the Lancome Drama Liquid Pencil in Noir Intense. This is, well, let me show you. I marked it today, you can see. There's the line. That's last update, and that's where we started. So basically I've used up half of this entire pencil, like I've doubled my usage on it. This doesn't blend anymore. It's not creamy. I can barely get it to apply, and when I apply it, it doesn't blend out. So I can't use this anymore. And in my waterline, it won't go on easily, and I don't want to scratch up that, you know, that skin in your waterline that is very sensitive and delicate. So I'm just not willing to do that with this anymore, but I feel good about the amount of progress I used on this. What I'm going to do, I know I won't get use out of this. I won't use this up by the end of the year, but I'm gonna put this Ardency in Modster black eyeliner in this project because I need a black eyeliner anyway. I just pulled this out recently and talked about how much I like it. It's really creamy, like it's very creamy, and I haven't used it in months. And since I haven't used it in months, I really just want to get some more use out of it. So I'm going to mark this, and I'm going to continue using this for the rest of the year, and we'll just see how much progress I make on it. In that same vein, this here, this is from Too Faced. It's the La Creme lipstick in Juicy Melons. I put this in there in the spring. I put this in the project in the spring, and I basically said I was going to use it until it was no longer spring and summer anymore and just see how much progress I got out of it. So I am done with this now. this is how much is left. I'll show you on the paper. So that top line there, I drew the slant that it has still. The top line is where we started. That's where we are now. It's not a ton of usage, but I did have it in my purse and I used it, you know, more than I probably would have if I hadn't put it in this project. So that's good, but I'm gonna put this away for now. And also a product that I'm still gonna be using, but this is, again, I'm not trying to use this up. It's just like, use it more often type thing. Use it more than you probably would otherwise. So this sits in my lip drawer all the time, and every once in a while I use it, which is more than I would normally. And I should say what this is. This is the Urban Decay Revolution Lip Gloss, which they have discontinued now. And this is in the shade Failbait. I will say, I'm not sure if this is going bad. That's what it looks like. But it does smell, it doesn't smell sweet. Doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell sweet, and I can't remember what these smelled like. So if this starts getting a noticeable bad scent, then I will stop using it, but for now I'm just like, just giving it the side eye a little bit. Let's do the rest of the pencils so I can put these away. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. It's just like your everyday awesome shade nude lip pencil. There's where we started. That was last update, and that is today. So there's not a whole lot of, like, there's not a whole lot of use on it. I thought I probably would have more use than that, but I am enjoying it, and I don't think I'll use the entire thing up by the end of the year, but obviously I'm making good progress on it, so I don't feel bad about that. This one is so weird because I use this so much. If you guys could see me using this, you would be baffled at the lack of progress on it. This is from Estee Edit. It's the Inside Track Eye Kajal, and this shade here is in Urban Nude. So that's where we started. The top line, middle is last update, and that's where we are now. Like, it is not moving. It's barely moving, but it's because you need so little of it before you even have to sharpen it. This is what I use just to brighten up the lower waterline. You guys, I can use this probably 6 times before I even have to sharpen it. Like, it's crazy. The other side, I have to sharpen every time I use it, which is why there's so much more usage on it. This is in the shade Bold Bordeaux, which is gorgeous, creamy brown shade. And for that one, lots of usage on it here. So it started out pretty similar to Urban Nude, and then that was last, yeah, that was in July, and then that was October right now. So this, I'm sure I can use up by the end of the year. The only thing that's weird is now this silver part kind of won't go all the way into my sharpener, so I think I need a new sharpener because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to use it. Another product that is just like, remember to use it, but I don't expect to see any progress is this. This is from Clinique. It's the Cheek Pop and Berry Pop. At some point, I would like to at least wear away the daisy. I only put this in here again back in March, so it hasn't even been the full year, but this is what I'm wearing today. So I do use it more than I would normally. I might roll this over into my project next year, but then again, I might get sick of it. Who knows? This I forgot to update you guys on in my July update. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in medium. So this started out being like pretty much completely round on top. Again, I'll see if I can screenshot it. And it's not like, there's no pan, but it's completely flat and even below the line. I don't know how well you could see that, but it's like well below that little lip of the container. This powder, I don't know if I'll even hit pan by the end of the year. Like, I don't know how deep down that goes. You don't need a lot of it. It's a very silky powder, and it's not good for oily skin, for oil control. This really just sets your foundation. I would say this is probably much better for combo skin, or maybe even like slightly dry, because it has a very, very silky feel to it, and it's a very thin layer of powder. It's not thick and cakey at all. There's barely any coverage to it at all, but it really just sets your powder. It does, like, sets your foundation. It doesn't do anything other than that. So it's not my go-to, and that's why I'm not using it up as fast as I originally thought I would be. But now that we are kind of in the less sweaty time of year, maybe I'll get more use out of it. And another product that's almost no usage on, that line there is the line from July. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and I do love this, but being oily in the summer, I do not need this in the summer. So again, now that we're going into fall and winter, now is when I will probably start using it again. I combine it with other primers, so I'll do my normal primers and then just spray my face after before my foundation goes on. And definitely in the summer, I don't need that. So that's why I got new usage. And I'm not going to fill it. I'm not going to finish it by the end of the year. I know that now, which was originally my goal, but you know, we'll see how well I do. And then this is a product I put in here in March, and last update in July, I told you guys how sick of it I was and how I didn't want to use it anymore. Well, I have used it on and off, so you can see this is the, what is it? Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. You can see that's the last line. That was the original line. Here's where we are now. So I've used it a little bit. I know I'm not going to use this up by the end of the year, and I'm not going to force myself to, because I really made myself sick of that perfume by using it so much. And that's like why I'm not a project panner, because I get sick of things that I use too often. And again, same thing I said last time, this is my Lancome Fastness Concealer. There's no way for me to tell how much is in here, but I honestly, you guys, don't know if I'm even going to be able to finish this by the end of this year, because I only use this on days when I'm doing no makeup and I just want to like cover my dark circles. I actually have a tutorial where I show how I use this and do a 5-minute makeup. I'll link it if you want to see it. But that's really the only time I use this, because when I'm doing like makeup today, I want a more brightening concealer. This is my exact skin tone concealer, so this doesn't work for that for daily use. And it's so thick, so full coverage. I don't even know if they make this anymore. I think now they just make the Tint Idol one, the new one they came out with. I love this stuff, but I don't need a lot and I don't use it enough, so I don't know. But I can tell, like, you can hear how hollow it is. It's just that I can't tell you how much is in there. The last two things are both from Laura Mercier. This one is the Second Skin Cheek Color, which basically just means blush in Lotus Pink. One of my favorite all-time blushes. It's absolutely beautiful. I haven't made myself sick of using it. I use it quite a bit. It's got a very luminous finish to it, just gorgeous pink shade. There's no way I'm gonna hit pan on this by the end of the year. It's just, I picked a product that is too dense in the pan, like it's too thick. It's not easy to hit pan on this, and it's so pigmented that you I barely tap my brush in that and I get more than I need. So next year, you know, this was my first project. Next year I'll choose a better product for blush. There's no way that's getting even pan. There's no way. This, I'm pretty happy with where we are, but I originally thought I could use this entire thing up this year, but I don't think that's gonna happen. This is the Laura Mercier Highlight 01. It's the Matte Radiance Highlight. It's not a matte highlight. I don't know why they call it that. It's a more subtle highlight than your typical ones. That's where it is right there. I mean, that's not subtle, but when you blend it out, it's more subtle. I'm wearing this today, but I'm wearing it underneath another highlighter, and that's how I like to use it. I like to use it as a layering highlighter, because you guys know I love me some beaming highlight, and I feel like this kind of like makes things more intense when you put this underneath. So that's how I use it. And I think I'm barely seeing, this is a baked product, so it's got that kind of crisscross underneath. I am barely seeing that come through right in this area, but it's still pretty thick around here. You can see it's like completely flat when you look at it this way, and it was originally domed. So I don't know, you know, if I can hit noticeable pan on this, I'll be very happy, but I don't think I'm going to use it up. So that's it for my makeup use up update. I will link to my previous videos below if you want to, if you missed one, if you want to catch up. You've seen the usage now though, so I don't know. But anyway, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new around here, definitely subscribe and give this video a like if it helped you out at all. But that's it. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.